guys? Welcome to another episode of Budget Card Breaks. And this morning I have no work, so I decided I was running late on a mail day. And before I go to the card show today, I just wanted to open some stuff because I'm literally going to this card show with nothing but $20 slabs, like 50 of them, and a couple of like low value singles. And I'm going to try to see if one of those dealers will give me like trade or store credit. We'll see what happens. But the first card that I have today for you is the Blake Griffin 2009 Topps. And like I told you guys many times before, I'm collecting this, not the entire Topps rookies, but the major ones. And if you didn't know this, 2009 Blake Griffin was the #1 draft pick. So it was an important card, and I picked it up for $15. As you guys know, I mean, I'm not one of those people that only needs 10s and 9s. 8's just fine. I mean, look at the eye appeal. Does the card really look like, anything an 8 and above, even a 7, I can look at and be like, yep, it looks just fine. Sure, under a microscope, I mean, I'm sure there's problems, but at the end of the day, beautiful card. I'm glad I added that to my collection. All right, second card we've got, and I opened everything up. I didn't look at it, but you know what I mean? I just took time just to. So here's the 2003 Topps Chrome Chris Bosh. And this is kind of my example when I get the LeBron James Topps Chrome rookie as well, because I have the Dwayne Wade one. Now I have the Chris Bosh. And then if I had the LeBron, that'd be pretty cool. So I got this for pretty cheap. I think it was about $25, and this one was $15. And I remember a few months ago I was seeing this on eBay, and it was selling for about $50. So, like, again, I don't see these cards like rocket shooting up, but certainly I see them coming back to the same place where they were previously. And especially if I build a set with it, I could see it getting even to a crazier point. Okay, this one, a little bit more stuff to open. I honestly have no idea what's in here. Oh, and then a hurricane hit. Be careful. Alright, it's a PMG. Another cheap PMG of a nobody. We got TJ Graham out of 100. So, I guess in TJ Graham. Oh, and they gave me a bonus card, too. So, let's open it and see what it is. I always like when dealers give the bonus cards and the thank you cards. I actually collect them. So, like, see all these. These are, well, I have a couple, but they're mostly business cards, people that hand me out stuff at shows and stuff, because it's good to keep in contact with your local sports card, not your sports card show, because those brick and mortar stores, I mean, they ain't gonna give you no deals, believe that. But I mean, maybe you can get the homie hookup if you're friends with someone. So, not very well versed in soccer or baseball, so Ronnie Mauricio, Paul Goldschmidt, and Florian Gillish Topps. I don't think any of these cards are that great. I don't see any rookies like first. Let me see here. Totals 2021. Is this a 2022 card? Let me see. Yep, so no rookie. But here's what we really want to see. The PMG. I just got this for $10. But like I said, PMGs get really expensive. There's like this disparity in them. Where, like, okay, you can get a David Robinson PMG, the 2012, 2013, when they re-came out with PMGs again, just for that year, and you can get those for like $150, and then after that, it gets up to like $10,000, $3,000, like cards I just cannot afford. So, in my mind, since it hasn't came in the mail, and I probably won't show you guys for a while, but I bought the entire set of the 1998 Precious Metal. I keep seeing Universe online, but I don't think it's the Universe set, but it's the one with like Tim Duncan where he has the pink basketball. But this is the big card, guys. I'm really excited about this card. And I know this guy's a no-name player. Don't get me wrong, he's probably, and I'm going to look up his stats a little bit more closely after this. But this is my first BGS 9.5 graded kaboom. A kaboom, no less. You know I love my kabooms, guys. And I got one in a BGS 9.5. Of course, it's of N'Keal Harry, It's a rookie card. I'm guessing he didn't play good his rookie year because I got a great deal on this. I bought this for about 125 bucks in a Beckett 9.5, and this is why I like Beckett the best, just because look at the slab. Like once you get up to that 9.5 range, they just feel so good in hand. They're so much better, and the PSA, they really just feel flimsy. Don't get me wrong, but so I mean, if we're really talking about my PC, if I can pick anything, I would always pick Beckett with subgrades. But the thing is, they want $45 per card for this. Like, that's just too much. They got to come down to the same price as PSA. If they do that, I'll use BGS even at a price disparity, just because that's how much I like their design and everything. They came out with some at the Nationals. I don't know if you guys saw in the news. They came out with some new Beckett slabs that they're working on. They looked like absolute garbage. Terrible. And just, to get warmed up to news, because I thought about doing some sports card news. Did you guys also hear in the news about the 1986 box break at the Nationals? Like, that was a open box, and the people opening on stage didn't even notice because there's a specific order to 1986 Fleer basketball. For those of you who aren't well versed, that has the 1986 Fleer Michael Jordan rookie card in it. Basically, the most iconic basketball card ever made. So it was a big opening. Unfortunately, the opening was a dupe. And yes, all the cards were in there that were supposed to be in there, but do you think it's a coincidence that the 3 Jordans that were found in there all graded 6s, and I think there's 1 7. And, Pack Fresh cards, they were all grading like 6s and 7s. So in my mind, and a lot of other people's minds, someone had 2 or 3 master collections, and they kept all the best cards, the best condition cards for themselves, and refilled the packs to fill them up. But one thing they missed on is that they didn't put them in the proper order. They put them in alphabetical order, which was really obvious when they went to go naming off Johnson, because they literally were like Magic Johnson, Johnson, like 5 Johnsons in a row for multiple breakers, and none of these guys on stage said a word about it. And I follow them on YouTube, and I went to their YouTubes just to see if they brought it up or kind of said, hey, I thought something was going funny. Everyone that I'm seeing is just acting like it didn't happen or something, and it drives me nuts. That's just the state of our hobby. You guys got to be careful with sealed wax. They got to do something else, because BBCE, they can't be trusted. They can't grade Pokemon boxes. They can't even grade the most iconic sports box. They can't even determine if it's real or not. What can they determine if it's real? They need to literally have, I mean, this sounds crazy, but they're just going to have someone at PSA literally open the boxes, open a sealed pack or a couple of sealed packs, see what's inside, and put the packs back in and reseal them, and then determine them real. Because that's the only real way you can determine if it's real. You got to open the pack and see what's inside. And these guys hold on to these packs for 20 years thinking you have a $100,000 product. Well, imagine getting that product back and it's worth nothing. And that was like your retirement, or you know what I mean? Just you spent so much money. Just imagine that, guys. So terrible. I feel so bad. But again, my first BGS 9.5. I know the player isn't great, but I'm collecting the Kaboom set. I just ordered actually a Teddy Bridgewater Kaboom that's on its way. Excited about that because he used to be a quarterback of my Vikings, and he actually did a pretty decent job. I thought he was actually he got fired from the job, but I've seen a lot worse quarterbacks come through Minnesota. Let's put it that way. But I'll let you guys go with that. Please let me know what you think of the video on the pickups. Which one was your favorite? Just leave me some feedback. Thanks, guys.